Imagine trusting someone so deeply that even their silence feels like reassurance, and then imagine waking up one morning to realize that every quiet promise, every lingering glance, every gentle word was nothing but a fragile illusion. Insiders now whisper that Yağmur Yüksel was betrayed by Barış Baktaş not with noise, not with a scandalous explosion, but with subtle choices, hidden emotions, and a final blow that left her learning the truth not from his lips, but from his actions. Stay till the end, leave a like, subscribe, and tell me what you think, because this story will shake your faith in almost relationships and the people who swear they never meant to hurt anyone. They always said Yağmur carried her heart quietly, not in grand gestures, not in public declarations, but in the silent way she held on to people she believed in. And for a long time, whether she admitted it or not, one of those people was Barış. Their story was never official. It never needed labels. It lived in half smiles, in backstage whispers, in messages sent at midnight and deleted by morning, in the way they avoided sitting too close in public, but always found a reason to linger near each other backstage. It was the type of connection that makes outsiders suspicious and insiders uneasy, the kind you can't prove, but you feel in the air like electricity before a storm. But love, or whatever fragile version of it existed between them, is cruelest when it pretends to be harmless. And while Yağmur believed that they were simply two souls waiting for the right timing, the right courage, the right clarity, life was quietly drawing a different line. It wasn't a breakup, because they were never officially together. It wasn't infidelity, because nothing had a name. Yet it was betrayal all the same, the kind that breaks you not with anger, but with disbelief. According to whispers from within their circle, Yağmur began noticing the distance first. Not in big moments, but in the small ones that matter most. The delayed replies, the changed tone, the way he suddenly avoided the kind of eye contact that speaks louder than a confession. And she tried to convince herself it was work, stress, responsibility, life. Because that's what thoughtful women do, they make excuses for the people they care about. She waited, she breathed, she trusted. Until the day she didn't have to question anything anymore, because the truth revealed itself without warning and without mercy. He moved on. Not quietly, not slowly, but decisively, as if turning a chapter that had only ever been written in pencil. A new life appeared in his world, a baby, a family, a future drawn in permanent ink. And while the world clapped for him, showering him with congratulations, Yağmur felt something inside her collapse quietly, like a flower folding in on itself at dusk. It wasn't the baby that hurt her. Children are blessings. What shattered her was how easily he closed the door behind him without ever acknowledging she stood on the other side. No fight. No explanation. No closure. He didn't just leave, he erased the possibility she ever mattered. People close to Yağmur say she found out the final detail the way the public did, not through honesty, but through headlines. And when she saw it, she didn't cry immediately. She didn't scream or call him or demand answers. Instead, she sat still, breathing slowly, staring at her screen as if trying to convince herself that she misread reality. That the person she trusted to at least say goodbye wouldn't vanish like a rumor denied too many times. Betrayal doesn't always come from lies, she reportedly told a close friend later. Sometimes it comes from silence. From watching someone protect their new life without having the courage to face the old one. And that is what broke her, not the loss of what was, but the loss of what could have been. The realization that while she held sincerity, he held options. That while she wondered if timing was wrong, he wondered if he even needed to acknowledge the ending. They say people reveal their truth not in promises, but in exits. And his exit was clean too clean. As if she was a chapter he never intended to bookmark. Meanwhile, those around Barış insist he meant no cruelty. That he feared hurting her and chose distance instead of honesty. They claim he believed silence would be kinder than words. But silence, as the world knows, is a coward's apology. A way to protect self-image while leaving someone else to drown in uncertainty. Fans are torn. Some defend him fiercely. He has a family now, respect that. He did the right thing, even if it hurts. He chose peace. Others are relentless in their empathy for Yağmur. She deserved closure. She deserved honesty. She was loyal to feelings he never had the courage to name. Yet perhaps the saddest truth is this: betrayal is not measured by what someone does. It is measured by what they refuse to acknowledge. By the promises they never speak aloud but still allow you to believe in. He didn't cheat on her with another woman, he cheated on her with reality. With the version of his life he never warned her was coming. ****. And now? Yağmur walks forward with dignity, the quiet dignity of someone who lost not because she wasn't enough, but because someone else lacked the courage to choose bravely. She isn't angry, they say. She is simply finished. Tender hearts do not break dramatically. They break softly, then rebuild. Meanwhile, Barış is praised as a family man, a new father, a changed man. But perhaps late at night, when the house is quiet and the world sleeps, even he feels the sting of the door he closed without a goodbye. Not regret, but recognition. Recognition of a chapter that deserved more than a silent ending. Sometimes betrayal isn't a kiss with someone else. Sometimes it is the absence of one last look at the person who once waited for you. If you want the next chapter, what insiders say about Yağmur's emotional comeback, whether Barış will ever acknowledge the past, and who in their circles knows the full truth, subscribe, leave a like, and comment below. Tell me, was this betrayal or self-preservation? Was he protecting his new life or protecting himself from guilt? And do you think the most painful love is the one that ends or the one that never fully begins? Your voice matters. The truth lives in the conversations we dare to have.